carry out the required survey work. Consequently, the department requested an extension until June 17, 2024 to furnish the requested information. The following is the information requested. 1. Whether the land was community land or public land and how it was converted into a private land. 2. Whether the county government has a plan to reclaim the land bank to the public or community for use by residents of Rolier. And 3. Any other information that the committee may deem fit and such recommendations that the committee may propose. Mr. Speaker, sir, after a period of anticipation for comprehensive response, which the committee had been promised by the department in their letter reference Nyandarua LPP and UP/ADM Volume 2, 23, dated May 23, year 2024, the department subsequently provided the following information in their letter reference as indicated, dated June 14, 2024. Mr. Speaker, sir, the county surveyors team visited the site and observed an existing dam wall on parcel number Nyandarua/Orkalau Central /239. In response, the parcel of land identified by the locals has been forwarded to the land adjudications and settlement officer to determine if it was designated for a dam. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, sir, the information provided by the department does not address the 3 concerns raised by the committee. Mr. Speaker, following the fact-finding site visit to Bulugwa Dam conducted on 12th March 2025, the Committee on Lands, Fiscal Planning and Urban Development, accompanied by Honorable Merewajiku Kabiru, the Speaker, the originator of the statement, made the following observations and findings. Mr. Speaker, upon arrival at the site, the committee was received by residents who had gathered in anticipation of the visit. The chair of the committee addressed the attendees, outlining the purpose of the visit. It was noted that concerns had been raised by a member of the County Assembly alleging that Bulugwa Dam, originally a public resource, had been illegally appropriated, thereby denying community assets. The committee informed the residents that the visit aimed to gather their views and verify the current status of the dam. Residents were afforded an opportunity to present their perspectives. One resident speaking on behalf of the community submitted the following documents to the committee. 1. A letter from Bulugwa Dam chairman to the land registrar dated 6th March 2023 concerning the status of the dam. 2. A letter from National Land Commission to the registrar, Nyandarua County, referenced NLC/NYA/NLC official searches 12 volume 1/11 and dated 10th March 2025 regarding the same matter. Additional supporting documents relevant to the ownership and history of the dam. The residents explained that for many years, the dam had been used by local community for domestic water consumption and livestock watering. However, during the 1980s, individuals claiming private ownership demolished the dam wall, drained the water, and fenced off the area, effectively blocking public access to the dam. He emphasized that the land on which the dam is located was historically public land and urged the committee to intervene and facilitate the reclamation of the land for community benefit. On historical ownership and land details, Mr. Speaker, sir, the committee was informed that land parcel number Nyandarua / Orkalau Central 2/244 was originally owned by Mr. Mudhoga Gui, who later sold it to Mr. Gitau Keo, who in turn sold it to Mr. Kierie Kangede. Point 2, the dam is reportedly situated between land reference number Nyandarua / Orkalau Central / 244 and Nyandarua Orkalau Central / 239. 3, the area of concern involves only a portion of land where the dam is located, not the entirety of the adjoining parcels. On fiscal observation, Mr. Speaker, sir, during the site visit, the committee made the following fiscal observations. 1, the remnants of the original dam wall were still visible, confirming the residents' claim for demolitions. 2, photographic evidence was collected for documentations and reference purposes. 3, Bulugwa Dam is located within map sheet number 2 and is covered under a development plan dating back to the 1980s, which is a copy of the original as indicated as shown below. We have attached that map in the report, and the other point is the residents submitted the map as evidence of the dam's existence. However, it does not indicate that the land is public or that there is any access route to the dam. Still, we have attached the current status of the area as indicated. Based on the map above, the following findings were observed. 1, the original parcel of land have been subdivided into several small parcels. 2, the dam is located within 2 specific parcels, that is Nyandarua Orkalau Central / 5620 and Nyandarua Orkalau Central / 5984. Mr. Speaker, on committee assurance and next steps, the committee assures the residents of the following: that it would follow up with the relevant offices to ascertain the true legal status of the land and ownership of the dam, that all the documentation submitted would be reviewed and official records from relevant authorities would be sought. That the committee would return to update the residents upon obtaining all necessary documentation. On inquiry to the Director of Surveys on the status of the land parcels related to Bulugwa Dam, Mr. Speaker, sir, on 17 March 2025, the committee sent a formal letter to the Directors of Survey at Survey of Kenya headquarters located in Lualaka, Nairobi. The letter referenced as indicated sought clarification regarding the status of the following land parcels in relation to Bulugwa Dam, that is Nyandarua / Orkalau Central 239, Nyandarua Orkalau Central 244, Nyandarua Orkalau Central 245. Specifically, the committee requested the following information: a copy of the original registry IDEX map, sheet number 2. 2, confirmation of whether any of the aforementioned parcels were designated for public use. 3, the current registry IDEX map for the parcels in questions as of the date of compiling the report. Mr. Speaker, as of the date of compiling this report, no response had been received from the Office of Directors of Surveys of Kenya in Nairobi. Mr. Speaker, the committee conclusions on this issue is that from the foregoing observation and evidence gathered, it is clear that Burugwa Dam has historically served the local community as a critical public utility. The committee notes with concerns the unresolved questions surrounding the ownership and the legal status of the land on which the dam is located. Despite commitments by the department and the formal inquiry submitted to the directors of surveys, the key issues such as whether the land was originally public or community land, the process of its possible conversion to private ownership, and the existence of any reclamation plans remained unanswered. The committee therefore concludes that further investigation and interagency collaboration are necessary to establish the legal status of the dam and take appropriate steps to safeguard community interests. Mr. Speaker, with those unresolved issues, we require to continue investigating this issue, and therefore this is the submission of the committee as this status as now. And thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Ibra. Response to the statement by Honorable Miriwanjiko Kabiru on the status of, is it Burugwa Dam? Clerk, next order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, under the same order, there is a statement to be sought by the Honorable Joyce Wanjiru Munywa, the county member from Central Ward.
Very well. Honorable Joyce.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I hereby seek a statement from the Chairperson, Committee on Health Services on the status of access of the registration and rehabilitation for persons with disability within Nyandarua County. Aware that during the commemoration of the 3rd International Day of Persons with Disability, held on 3rd December 2021, held at Kenyatta International Conference Center, His Excellency former President Uhuru Kenyatta launched a new registration system for persons with disability by the National Council of Persons with Disability. Further aware that the new system devolved the role of registration of persons with disability to the county government to deter fraud, enhance reporting structure for accountability, and also generate adequate socio-economic data for planning purposes. Noting that the Ministry of Health's new disability assessment and categorization guidelines provides that disability assessment shall be conducted at county health facilities as a requirement for registration persons with disability to, among other reasons, standardize the disability assessment process across the county. Further noting that since July 2022, the National Council of Persons with Disability has fully operationalized the new system, putting an end to the use of the old system. Cognizant that upon registrations, persons with disability require personal-centered rehabilitation with regards to physiotherapy, occupational, speech therapy, occupation, among others, to optimize the operations during the interaction with their respective environments. Further cognizant that rehabilitation is a critical component of universal health coverage and is a key strategy for achieving Sustainable Development Goal 3 to ensure healthy lives and promote well-being of all for all at all ages. Concerned that a significant number of persons with disability in our county may not access the registration and rehabilitation services in their respective sub-counties due to the absence of such services or lack of awareness on sensitization programs for the same. Further concerned that inaccessibility or unavailability of the rehabilitation and registration services may result to worsening of some of the individual disability conditions due to lack of therapy services, and registration of persons with disability, hence missing out on all key likely services available to them, as well as curtailing or probable avenues for adequate resource mobilization an allocation during the budget making process, or limiting possible revenue generating streams for the county. Arising from the foregoing, I do hereby seek a statement from the Chairperson, Committee on Health Services, providing the following. 1, a comprehensive report on the registration across the county, including the number of centers, their status, current staff establishment, staffing needs and plans to recruit personnel, and the respective PWDs registered in the various centers in the financial year 2022-2023, 2023-2024, and 2024-2025. B, a comprehensive report on the therapy units across the county, including their number, status, their current staff establishment, including physiotherapists, occupational therapists, orthopedic technologists, and other related officers, staffing needs and plans to recruit personnel, and the respective therapy sessions for rehabilitation services for persons with disability in the various financial years 2022-2023, 2023-2024, and 2024-2025. C, a report on the measures and or guidelines that the Department of Health Services has put in place to facilitate the registration of persons with disability, including the sensitization and awareness programs for the same since July 2022, and making it easily accessible. D, a report on the measures and or guidelines that the Department of Health Services has put in place to facilitate the preventive, curative rehabilitation services for persons with disability, including the sensitization and awareness programs for the same. E, a report on the existing framework or regulations to enhance the registration and rehabilitation of persons with disability in the county. F, a report on the challenges, if any, the county executive faces with regards to the registration and rehabilitation of persons with disability in the county, and possible measures taken to address challenges, if any. G, a report on the possible measures taken to capacity build community health volunteers and sensitize the members of the public with regards to registration and rehabilitation of persons with disability, including preventive early identification of disability and reporting on the same. And H, finally, a detailed report on the status of radiography departments across the county with the number and status of the X-ray and CT scan equipment and the staffing attending to each equipment. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, without trying to preempt the findings from the committee, we are currently having a very great challenge as regards matter, especially therapy services, because from the ground, currently it's only JM hospitals that offers these services. We know there are some other counties that have made arrangements for making access to the therapy by having outreach clinics, maybe mostly through the sub-county hospitals. This has not been possible. And we also are aware that currently we only have JM and Engineer Hospital that conducts the registration of persons with disability. This has really curtailed the access to these critical services. And as we are all aware that for us to have data for persons with disability, this registration is mandatory because it's the only data that is recognized. So I'm sure when we get this report, it will be able to help us in the planning purposes. And also for us, like currently, we'll be going into the budget making process. As a county, we need actually to be able to know how many persons with disability are we basically planning for. Another critical information is on the community health volunteers. We are aware these are the people that are on the ground, and it's very easy for them to be able to do identification and referral system as regards persons with disability. So this basically also requests to be able to know what kind of curriculum and what kind of information they have been given, and the reports that they are expected to report, so that we are very sure that that person with disability at the very village is able to get this information on availability of this service or lack of them, or where they are able to access this. Mr. Speaker, currently we're also having a challenge because like one of the categories of rehabilitation services, we have what we call orthopedic officers that are able to fabricate items for persons with disability. As a county, we currently, or basically, I'm not aware about that, which basically means that for all the persons in this county that require this assistive technology, they are basically not able to get this, and the only place they are able to get that is from maybe Olkalao's children's home. And you know, this is a private institution. So basically, for me, it's very important that we get this information that will make us able to plan. So I seek that statement. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Joyce Munyo. The statement is duly sought. So, Chairperson, Health. Anybody holding his brief? Yes, Honorable Mugaki. How many days do you need to respond back to the House?
60 days.
Thank you. Clerk ensures within our tracker that within 60 days the same shall be responded. Yeah, next order.
Order number 8, motions and bills, Mr. Speaker, sir. Under bills, there are 2 bills coming up for the third reading. First one being a bill by the Honorable Edina Luambo Kingori, the Chairperson, Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution.
Very well, Honorable Edna Luambo Kingori, Chairperson, Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move the following motion that the Nyandarua County Inspectorate and Compliance Enforcement Bill 2024 be read at that time. I call upon Honorable Zachary to second.
Honorable Speaker, I do second.
I propose the question, which is that the Nyandarua County Inspectorate and Compliance Enforcement Bill 2024 be read for at that time. I now put the question, which is that the Nyandarua County Inspectorate and Compliance Enforcement Bill 2024 be read for at that time. May those of a similar opinion say aye.
Aye.
May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Honorable members, the motion on the bill having been moved, I now direct the clerk to read the bill for that time.
The Kenya Gazette Supplement number 11, Nyandarua County Bills number 6. The Nyandarua County Inspectorate and Enforcement Service Bill 2024. A bill for an act of the Nyandarua County Assembly to establish the Nyandarua County Inspectorate and Enforcement Directorate and provide for its organization, functions, and powers, and for connected purposes.
Very well. Clerk, next order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, still under the same order, there is a bill, again, by the Honorable Zachary Mwanginjero, the Chairperson, Committee on Finance, Economic Planning, and ICT.
Very well, Honorable Zachary Mwanginjero, Chairperson, Committee on Finance, Economic Planning, and ICT.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move the following motion that the Nyandarua County Finance Bill 2024 be read at that time. And I call upon Member for North Kinangop, Honorable Edna, to second.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I beg to second.
Thank you. I now propose the question, which is that the Nyandarua County Finance Bill 2024 be read for at that time. I now put the question, which is that the Nyandarua County Finance Bill 2024 be read for that time. May those of a similar opinion say aye. May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Honorable members, the motion on the bill having been moved, I now direct the clerk to read the bill for the third time.
Kenya Gazette Supplement number 14, Nyandarua County Bill number 8, the Nyandarua County Finance Bill 2024, a bill for an act of the County Assembly of Nyandarua to provide for the various taxes, fees, cess, licenses, and charges for services, and for other revenue-raising measures by the county government for the financial year 2024-2025, and for matters incidental thereto.
Thank you, Clerk. Honorable members, congratulations. You have today enacted two bills. They are the Inspectorate and Enforcement Bill, that is 2024, and the Finance Bill, that is 2024. I shall present the same to His Excellency the Governor for assent. Clerk, next order.
Mr. Speaker, under the same order, there is a motion to be moved by the Honorable Elijah Mwangi Nyaga, the leader of Majority Party.
Yes, Honorable Ibra Mwangi, the Minority Whip.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. On behalf of the Leader of Majority Party, Mr. Honorable Elijah Mwangi Nyaga. Mr. Speaker, sir, pursuant to Standing Orders 29.3, I beg to move the following motion that this House does adjourn for recess in accordance with the legislative calendar for the session of the Third Assembly, such that the recess commences tomorrow, the 8th day of May 2025, and ends on Monday, the 2nd day of June 2025. As such, this House adjourned today, the 7th day of May 2025, in its sitting of 2:30 p.m. and resume on Tuesday, the 3rd day of June 2025 at 9:30 a.m. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable members, take note that pursuant to Standing Order 29.3, this motion does not require a question to be put. As such, the House is adjourned accordance with the legislative calendar for this fourth session of the Third Assembly. There being no other business to transact during this sitting, I now adjourn the House to Tuesday, the 3rd day of June 2025 at 9:30 a.m.